Hi friends, we shall find the SVD decomposition of this matrix. The problem statement goes like this: compute A transpose A and A transpose and find the eigenvalues and the unit eigenvectors for the matrix A equal to 1 1 0 1 minus 1 1, right? And multiply the three matrices U sigma V transpose to recover A. So I have been asked to do the SVD decomposition. I have to compute A transpose A transpose, find the eigenvalues and the unit eigenvectors, and then multiply and then find the SVD decomposition. Then after I get A is equal to U sigma V transpose, I have to multiply these three. I have to multiply U sigma V transpose to get back A. That would be my last verification. So I have been given a 3 cross 2 matrix. A is equal to 1 1 0 1 minus 1 1. Now find its transpose. The rows becomes the columns becomes the rows in the transpose matrix. So A transpose is equal to 1 0 minus 1 1 1 1. Now multiply A transpose with A to get the final answer, to get the matrix. So A transpose A is given by 1 0 minus 1 1 1 1 multiplied by 1 1 0 1 minus 1 1. You can use the calculator or you can do manual multiplication. I hope you know to do the matrix multiplication. So I should directly go to the final answer. Use calculator also. For until 3 cross 3 matrices, you can do you can use calculator matrix mode for doing the multiplication. So A transpose A, I get it to be a 2003 matrix. So multiplication of a rectangular matrix and its transpose gives us a square matrix, as I told. Now this is A transpose A. Now get A transpose. So A transpose is given by 1 1 0 1 minus 1 1 1 0 minus 1 1 1 1. So this is a 3 cross 2 matrix being multiplied with 2 cross 3 matrix. So the final resultant would be a 3 cross 3 matrix. See the beauty. The A transpose, I get it to be 2 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 2. Okay. A transpose A was a 2 cross 2 matrix. A transpose is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Now I have to find the eigenvalues of A transpose A. So find the determinant. A transpose A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So the characteristic equation is determinant 2 minus lambda 0 0 3 minus lambda is equal to 0. So solving, I get the eigenvalues to be equal to 3 and 2. Always arrange eigenvalues in descending order when I am calculating SVD. That is very, very important. Always arrange eigenvalues in descending order if I am calculating the SVD. So lambda is equal to 3 comma 2. So what I told, lambda 1 is equal to sigma 1 squared equal to 3, or sigma 1 is equal to square root of 3. Similarly, lambda 2 is equal to sigma 2 squared is equal to 2, or sigma 2 is equal to square root of 2. This comes from the algorithm that we had discussed. Okay. So sigma 1 and sigma 2 are singular values. Now I have to find the eigen vector for lambda is equal to 3 and the eigenvector for lambda is equal to 2. First, let us find the eigenvector for lambda is equal to 3. So let x is equal to x1 be equal to x1 x2 be the eigenvectors of corresponding to lambda equal to 3. So A transpose A minus lambda I into x1 x2 is equal to 0 0. The eigenvector matrix is always a column matrix. Please note. So substitute lambda is equal to 3 into the corresponding equation. So I get 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3. I am substituting lambda is equal to 3 here. But please note, I am substituting into a matrix because I am finding the eigenvector. So 2 minus 3, 0, 0, 3 minus 3 is equal to 0 I get. So 3 minus 3 I get 0, 2 minus 3 I get minus 1. I get 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1. So minus 1, 0, 0, 0 into x1, x2 is equal to 0, 0 I get. So I have minus x1 is equal to 0 and 0 into 0 is 0 into x1 plus 0 into x2 is equal to 0. For the time being, let me assume x2 is equal to k. Let me assume x2 is equal to k. So that's why x1 is equal to 0. Let me assume x2 is equal to k, because both if I assume it to be 0, then it will give me some divide by 0 problem that should be avoided. So one of the either x1 can be 0 or x2 can be 0. Here, since 0 x1 plus 0 x2 is equal to 0, I am having. So that's why let x1 be equal to 0 and let x2 be equal to some arbitrary constant k. Now vector x1 is given by x1 x2 which is equal to 0 k. Now let me put k to be some simple value. I shall put k is equal to 1. So I get 0, 1. If you want to put k is equal to 10, that also you can do. Or if you want to put k is equal to 100, that also you can do. Or 50, 40, 45, 75, whatever you want, you put. But always put some small number so that computation becomes very, very easy. Now, normalize this vector. Normalizing the vector means the vector divided by the square root of the sum of the squares of the corresponding matrices. Andre, let me show it. If I am finding the norm of the vector. So norm of vector x1 is simply given by the square root of the sum of the squares of the matrix. x1 is x1 elements ಎಷ್ಟು 0 1 ಅಲ್ವಾ. So norm of x1 is given by square root of 0 squared plus 1 squared. So square root of 0 plus 1. So root 1 equal to 1. So v1 is equal to x1 divided by norm of x1. Norm of x1 is obtained by taking the square root of the sum of the squares of the elements of that x1 matrix. x1 aliro 0 1 ತಾನೆ. So square root of 0 square plus 1 square equal to root of 0 plus 1 equal to 1. 3 ಕ್ರಾಸ್ 1 ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. So v1 is equal to x1 divided by norm of x1. So norm of x1 I have found it to be equal to 1, which is what I have used here. So 1 by 1 into 0 1 r 1 by 1 is 1. So 1 into 0 0, 1 into 1 1. So that's why v1 is equal to 0 1. Now let me find the eigenvector for lambda is equal to 2. Substitute lambda is equal to 2 into this equation, but please note that it is a matrix. So 2 minus 2 0 0 3 minus 2 I get. So 2 minus 2 0. So 0 into 0 0 0 0 1 multiplied by x1 x2 is equal to 0 0 I have. So here I get x2 is equal to 0. I get 0 into x1 plus 0 into x2 is equal to 0. Then 0 into x1 plus 1 into x2 is equal to 0 I get. Now here let me assume x2 is equal to 0. In the previous case I had assumed that x2 is equal to k. So here 0 0 for x1 I have. So here let x1 be equal to k and x2 is equal to 0. Let me not choose both x1 is equal to 0 and x2 is equal to 0. Otherwise I get a divide by 0 problem. So in order to avoid that, I choose non-zero value for one component and a 0 value for another component. So let x1 be equal to k, x2 is equal to 0. But how to choose that x1 is equal to k? Where you choose here I have 0 into x1 plus 0 into x2, right? So that's why choose x1 be equal to k. So here I have got 0 x1 plus 1 into x2. So that's why, since the coefficients of both x1 and x2 are 0 for the first case, so that's why I shall choose x1 is equal to k. Here 0 into x1 plus 1 into x2 I have, so let me choose x2 is equal to 0. So x1 is equal to k. So now x2 is equal to x1 x2 equal to k0. So again let me choose k to be any value. Let me choose 1 0 because computation becomes easy. So v2 is equal to x2 divided by norm of x2. So norm of x2 is simply given by again the same criteria. Square root of the sum of the squares of the elements of x2. Square root of 1 squared plus 0 squared. So square root of 1 equal to 1. So I get 1 0. So 1 by 1 into 1 0. So 1 0 I get. Now matrix V is consists of V1 and V2 respectively. So matrix V consists of V1 and V2. So V1 is equal to 0 1. V2 is given by 1 0, normalized vector. So 1 0. So this is what I have put here. So these two are identical. These two are identical. Now take V transpose. V transpose is given by 0, 1, 1, 0. Transpose is obtained by reversing the row elements and the column elements and vice versa. Now, here I should be very, very careful. Now the real trick starts. Now Ui is equal to AVI divided by sigma I. This we have defined in the fifth or sixth step of the algorithm. Ui is equal to AVI by sigma I. So U1 is equal to 1 by root 3 1 by root 3 into AVI. So 1, 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 1 into Vi. That is your V1. So V1 is given by how much? V1 is 0, 1. So 1 by root 3, 1, 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 1, 0, 1. So if I multiply, I get 1 by root 3 into 1, 1, 1. Sigma 1 is equal to root 3 here. So that's why this 1 by root 3 comes. Question comes is root 3 elinda buntu. So don't forget that we have calculated lambda 1 is equal to sigma 1 squared is equal to 3. So sigma 1 is equal to root 3. So that 1 by sigma 1. Now put I is equal to 1, 2. So U1 is equal to AV1 by sigma 1 I get. So U1 is equal to 1 by sigma 1. So 1 by root 3 into A, the given matrix 0, 1. So I get 1 by root 3 into 1, 1, 1. Similarly, U2 is equal to A V2 by sigma 2. So that is given by 1 by root 2 into A matrix into 1, 0. So I get 1 by root 2, 1, 0 minus 1. But U is a matrix of eigenvector of AA transpose and AA transpose, which is a 3 cross 3 matrix. So I should get U3 vector. This is the step where confusion starts. But U is a matrix of eigenvector of AA transpose and AA transpose. It is a 3 cross 3 matrix. So I have to have another vector U3. So U3 is perpendicular or orthogonal to both U1 and U2, and hence U3 is a unit vector. U3 is orthogonal to U1 and U2, and also U3 is a unit vector. So let me assume the elements of U3 as a column matrix consisting of elements alpha, beta, gamma. Consisting of elements alpha, beta, gamma. Now, I shall use the orthogonality conditions. U3 is separately orthogonal to U1, U3 is separately orthogonal to U2. Now, the condition for orthogonality says that the condition for orthogonality between two vectors states that U1 transpose U3 is equal to 0. The condition for orthogonality between U1 and U3 is U1 transpose U3 is equal to 0. And the condition for orthogonality between U2 and U3 is that U2 transpose U3 is equal to 0. Now, multiply U1 transpose into U3. So, U1 is given by 1 by root 3. U1 transpose into U3. So if I multiply this, I get alpha plus beta plus gamma by root 3 is equal to 0. Similarly, if I multiply U2 transpose into U3 is equal to 0, I get alpha plus 0 minus gamma by root 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So I have gamma is equal to alpha and beta is equal to minus 2 alpha. Solve this. If I solve these two equations, okay, solve means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 0 I get, alpha minus gamma is equal to 0 I get. Add the two equations, it's a simultaneous equation. So I shall directly go to the solution. I get gamma is equal to alpha, beta is equal to minus 2 alpha. So the corresponding eigenvector is k minus 2k k r. Substituting k is equal to 1, I get 1 minus 2, 1. Now U3 is equal to 1 by root 6, 1 minus 2, 1. U3 is equal to 1 by root 6, 1 minus 2, 1. So U is a column matrix consisting of U1, U2 and U3. Now substitute the corresponding values. So U1 is 1 by root 3 multiplied by 111. So 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3. U2 is given by 1 by root 2 into 1 0 minus 1 r. 1 by root 2, 0 by root 2 is 0 minus 1 by root 2. Substitute here 1 by root 2, 0 minus 1 by root 2. U3 is given by 1 by root 6 into 1 minus 2 1 r. 1 by root 6 minus 2 by root 6, 1 by root 6. That's what I have done here. 1 by root 6 minus 2 by root 6, 1 by root 6. Now I should have U sigma V transpose. So U is a 3 cross 3 matrix. V transpose is a 2 cross 2 matrix. Hence, sigma should be a 3 cross 2 matrix. Very, very important part here. U is a 3 cross 3 matrix. V transpose is a 2 cross 2 matrix, which we have gone. I am not telling it deliberately. N computation U is a 3 cross 3 matrix, then is a dimension. V transpose is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So sigma should be a 3 cross 2 matrix. So to get a 3 cross 2 matrix for sigma, I should add a 0 row. I should add a 0 row. Please be attentive here. So U is a 3 cross 3 matrix. V transpose is a 2 cross 2 matrix. Hence, sigma should be a 3 cross 2 matrix. So to get a 3 cross 2 matrix for sigma, I shall add a 0 row. So sigma is equal to root 3, 0, 0, root 2. This is 2 cross 2 itto. But 3 cross 2 ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ extra 0 row ನ add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ important. Now I have got U sigma V transpose. Otherwise, the decomposition will not be proper. If I do not add 0 row, I will not get the decomposition proper. I will not get the SVD decomposition proper because I am decomposing A into U sigma V transpose. But if I multiply U sigma V transpose, I should again get back A. That's a verification, isn't it? So here I have got sigma to be a 3 cross 2 matrix. Here sigma should be a 3 cross 2 matrix, but it is 2 cross 2. Very root 3, 0, 0, root 2 is right, it would be 2 cross 2. So that's why in order to make it to be a 3 cross 2 matrix, I should add another row which is consisting of 0 elements. So that's what I have added here. Sigma is equal to root 3, 0, 0, root 2, 0, 0. Now U sigma V transpose is given by this matrix. U already I have. Now sigma is this matrix to which I have added a third row with 0 elements. V transpose is 0, 1, 1, 0 we have. Now multiply U sigma. If I multiply U with sigma, I get 1, 1, 1, 0, 1 minus 1 multiplied by V transpose, that is 0, 1, 1, 0. If I multiply these two matrices, I get 1, 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 1, which is nothing but the given A matrix for which we had to do the SVD decomposition. So this means that our SVD decomposition process that we have done is very much correct. For any other given matrix, the same procedure needs to be followed. But please be careful while adding the 0 matrices, while adding 0 elements of rows or 0 elements of columns. Depending upon the size of the matrix, we should take a decision as to whether how many rows consisting of 0 elements should be added or not. So it depends upon the matrix that is given. For this present problem, I had to add only one row consisting of 0 elements. Right? So depending upon the size of the matrix, I need to add so many rows consisting 0 elements. It varies from problem to problem. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.